Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are through step 3 of our dynamic gear ball build. Got our little motor going. I can stop it if I want to, but it's got a fair amount of torque in it, so I think it's going to be enough to drive our mechanism when the time comes. Looking good, like I said, real solid. Everything. This thing feels like, feels like you could do some damage with it if you really felt the need to. I'm excited to see how this one plays out. I don't think it's going to be a bad night tonight. It looks like it's going to a lot of stuff to do, but it's pretty much all rinse and repeat. So I'm optimistic about this being a reasonable length video and having a functioning mechanism when it's all said and done. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix the inevitable failures as they come up. Have a good time and upload daily, and just try and keep it loose and have fun. We're not doing anything serious. We're just building silly little models. And if you've seen any kits or builds or models or sets or anything you want me to give a shot at building, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list, and as I said, I've got the most intelligent audience in the world because y'all always seem to have good suggestions. But without any further ado, let's dig into peeling a bunch of acrylic pieces. It looks like they're going to be fairly cooperative with the peeling part of it, so that's good. Some of them don't like to be peeled, I've found over the years. Although we got a bunch of them to peel, so I might speed this one up. As a matter of fact, I think I will after this one. This is going to be monotonous. Alright. Okay, there we go, all peeled up and ready to roll. Almost missed one there. Couldn't remember if I'd done both sides of it. And it was fairly clear, but I got them all. Okay, now we're building our frame out. So we got 4 pieces to it. And we're starting off by mounting these guys. Nope, just don't. That one gets something different. Got a little lemon separation on that one, but it's pretty subtle. Peel that off there. Tolerances are real tight on that one. It went on. Alright. And I think, yeah, it looks like they had extra pieces. I just popped them all out and didn't even, I never even counted. So yeah, I'm going to have a couple extras here. guys. I think a couple of spares there. And now, assemble the frame proper. So you go here. And then these guys. Here. Okay, so it's going to go into that slots one. I think it's going to. I think once it gets in place, it's going to hold itself together. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll get in here. Okay, once we get them, it's gonna go into tension here in a second. Here, yeah, those locked in. Okay, so yeah, it's got a little looseness to it, like that one right there. Go out, but yeah, otherwise pretty stable as long as you hold together at the top. Yeah. There's the frame for our dynamic ball gear. I'll sort of set you aside while I assemble some more pieces. Okay. More peels, but there's only 5 of these, so I think I'll let you stay on board for this. Get that edge to go is always tough. Pops in the middle. There it goes. Both sides on this one. Yeah, man, just. Yes. Gotta be snug on that. Yeah. A little tight, but these aren't that bad so far. As soon as I say that, though, get real tight on me where I can't hardly get them in there. Alright. Those 4 guys ready to go. And those 5 guys rather. And I think this might end up being one of the more challenging bits. I got these discs. That's what's really going to be holding this guy together. Okay, so we go. Okay, so the clear one goes on the outside. And onto our gut. And I just let it slip out of sync. Okay. Be sure to hold it on the bottom. Keep everything in place. And okay, that wasn't that bad at all. That was popped right on. Yeah. Now, lower plate on. Alright. Oh, got that. That's now we just do that on the 4 side pieces here. We should have a fairly well stabilized dynamic ball gear ball. Well, dynamic gear ball frame anyway. Okay. Alright, that one wasn't too bad. And down. I'm cheating, I'm using the camera to get a full straightened down look at to line up the holes there. Okay, I guess I'm not going to do that now. It was good while it lasted. That one's not out. Okay, there it went. Okay. And that one just basically fell on, so it's not got any security at all. Oh, I can go back. I can do the camera this time. Maybe. A little snug on that side. Let's go over without the. Okay, last one. The weight is all messed up now, so it's not gonna. All in place. Nice. And I hope I was supposed to do all that. Yeah, that was the appropriate steps. Now we get to start installing our gears. Top. This one. About half of these got peeled on these little guys whenever I took them off the form they came with it. Okay. But you go. Which one? H. Our wooden one goes on the bottom. plastic on top. And then our screw. It's got the collar on it. Goes through them both. And just lay it on the... Okay, so those are going to go down on these things. Okay, let me... I've got my wax warmed up over there, so I'm going to let my brush melt and get some absorption in it. Still got some from last night on it. Okay, now I'm just going to hit these, try and just hit these studs. Up here, I think that's about the only place it's going to be rubbing. And just tap each one of them with wax. Maybe do the bottom. I'll just do both sides of this one. It won't hurt to have them both covered. Okay. And you should just go right into, screw into the acrylic, it looks like. That's a big screw, so let's use a big screwdriver. I want it to spin fairly freely, but I do want it to be stable. I think that's going to be good. And it is. I don't have to worry about hitting those studs. They are not going to... They got clearance on those, so we don't have to worry about that. I just did that. Okay, good movement there. And oh, I charged up my electric screwdriver, so let me see if I can find a good bit for that. That's a pretty thick boy. Phillips head. No. Oh, that's a tri-edge. Where's... Okay, there's our standard Phillips. Okay, there's my blueberry. I think this will make my job easier. Let's make sure I'm on the lowest torque setting. Alright. And that's ready to go when I need it. But we got some gears to build first. Okay, so now the second layer. It's these guys with the polka dots on them. Otherwise the same assembly. Alright. On the bottom, on top, and I'm going to wax this bit. Heat up the brush every time. Okay, a little paraffin on either side. A little thick on it, but it'll wear off. Okay, so that. There, all the way through these guys, and that's out, so in. or not. Maybe I do need my regular. Okay, lined up. There it goes. Alright, so those cooperating. And I've got a plan that when the time comes to wax it, I'm gonna put the wax on and let it migrate its own way around, I hope. I think that'll work. Although this is feeling pretty smooth, so it may not need it's minimal contact there. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Okay. Looks. Yeah. Lined up before I... Okay, there it goes. Okay. So far, so good. Come back. Alright, everybody's a little slip in there, so maybe. You're a little out of line. In the right place. Okay, got some wobble on you. Let's see if I can't torque it down with my. Maybe the rears will hold it in check. That sort of. Yeah. As long as I'm not applying the pressure to that one, it seems to be okay. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm probably pushing it out as I'm doing. Okay. Everybody appears to be nice, nice. Alright, so that level's done. Now, the next is the big level. Eight of them. Separated. Less for that camera to work on. Both sides. All right. Let's get this set going. Stuff works evidently. It's a little slippery. Okay. These go on our equator, I guess you'd call it. A little bit more there. Okay. And I'm not even sure it's necessary to do this with the wax, but I think it makes me feel better. These I think are going to be more tricky to. They're solid. Maybe not. Okay, step the torque up a little bit. Okay. Everybody's working. They're all a little wobbly, but I'm not. I think that's. I guess I better leave well enough alone as long as it's working. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Get into a little bit of a rhythm here, maybe. Probably not. Yep. So far everybody's cooperating. I like it. Let's see. Oh, this way. It's getting a little. The friction's starting to build up now. You can sort of feel the pushback. All right. 3 more, it looks like. On this level, anyway. Okay, everything's cooperating. Love it, love it, love it. Problem with it being round. Put your teeth to line up there. All right. Alright, one more on this layer. Finish up our equator. Okay, everybody's playing nice. Gotta love it. Now, the last lower, just 4 of them on our bottom level here. And then we get to install it on the base, which I'm sort of not looking forward to, because that's going to be hard to do this pressure. Matter of fact, I'll make sure I'm not jumping the gun. Yeah, we are supposed to install it now before we add these last 4 on. That makes sense, because that way you get access to apply the pressure here, and you're going to lose that once you install these guys. So let me actually peel these first, since I've already started that, and then I'll install it. That's one I lost already. That one. Okay, so bring out our base and see what we can do here. All lined up at once? Probably not. Okay, that one started. You can't see any of this, I realize now. Okay, two of them cooperating. Third one. And fourth guy is a little loose, but actually they're both a little loose on those, aren't they? Wiggle on a jiggle, maybe. Okay, that one. I like one. That one's not in there either. Okay, that one went. Last holdout. If not, I think I'm going to have to live with that. That's pretty close. It sort of matches up on both sides. So these two went pretty flush. Alright. I'm scared if I put too much pressure on it, I'll actually break the base. As solid as it is. I think that's close enough. Yeah, that seems to be good. Let's see here. So we got... Yep, it spins the whole thing pretty easily. Now we're going to find out if it drives it or not. Just like so, I guess going to tie these gears into that one. I did wax it last night, so that's good, I think. Okay. And I can't... I'm not going to be able to test these individually. I'm going to have to wait till it's all... Well, I guess... I might put too much shear pressure on it. I may give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. I'll do it on the second one. I'll do them opposite each other. And I'll do... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll do this one and the opposite one and then see how it goes with... Okay, they appear to be intermingled pretty well. Let's do this guy. Teeth line up. Alright, and test run number one. Okay. Yeah, it's working. It sort of looked like it wasn't my camera angle, though. You know, but it did. It did. It did do what it's supposed to do. Definitely got to... Well, actually, I think this one should work. If I pick it up and turn it sideways. So I think I'll be able to show you the full function tonight. Oops. Forgot one. Lined up. And last but not least, stripped out. Where's it? Had a line. Alright. That completes it, and then definitely got some spots where there's some extra friction there, it looked like. Slow down for a second. Okay, so let's go sand with my wax. Just sort of start hitting individual gears, and the wax should spread itself out pretty good. Yeah, I think. Alright, I think it's actually helping already. Let's say the effect is not from that y'all's angle. That's not, and even I think this is going too fast. But it is a cool effect. I really like that. That's I like the clockwork stuff anyways, just in general. But all clockwork all the time is pretty cool. Let's see if I can turn it. If I turn the base, it sort of slows things down. You can sort of see the effect how everything meshes together. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I really like this, and I'm glad I finally pulled the trigger on it. Like I said, it'd been popped up in my feed for a couple of months anyway. It's like they knew I was interested in these things. They just kept saying, "Hey, don't forget you like this." But yeah, fun little build. I didn't even grab tomorrow's. I think I've got, what have I got? I got an architectural model I think I'm going to build tomorrow. It's a little bit different. I've done a couple of them over the years. I did Notre Dame and the Taj Mahal, and they got another one along those lines. I think I'll go ahead and do that. I enjoy that. I don't think this one even has LEDs in it. But this is I think that seems like a good Sunday project. It's a Mayan pyramid, I think it was. I think they're Mayan. The pyramids down in Mexico. The step pyramids. But yeah, okay. But anyway, that's that one. I enjoy this one a lot. I think you get a lot of value for effort on this one. I think it's sort of a really cool effect, really fun, especially if you like the clockwork stuff like I do. And this one is not overly complicated. It went together pretty easily. Had a couple of the places were a little bit stiff, but otherwise really fun little build. Really fulfilling to get it done and moving. I recommend it. Alright folks, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and click on one of these videos. One of these links rather. There's the link to the subscribe. There's a link to my experimental channel. That one's just what YouTube thinks you should watch, and this one over here is, well, both videos for this, the playlist. But if you jumped in on the second one, you can see how the first part got built over there. But I'll see you next time.